Hey, Tiberian. How's it going? I'm back. And I can't tell where this window should be because Lilies has a weird capture method. How's it going? I've been away for a little bit. Sort of taking a break. Not really taking a break. I'm just kind of dealing with some stuff and getting used to a new schedule. I'm going to be streaming, I think, some kind of maybe relatively short streams, but like twice a day. I want to do one earlier than this on average, and then later in the night. Probably kind of around the same time that like Bree and Winter's stream. It just depends. But yeah, I'm getting back into a slightly different schedule is all. Looking at it though, it's going to allow me to do like, I think about the same amount of streaming, just on fewer days is probably going to how I'm going to do it, but that'll be easier to do like multiple streams. I'm going to head to work in 20 minutes. Kind of sleepy, but don't have any more time to sleep. No, I haven't found a job. Not a real one, at least. I keep applying and not hearing much back. Or, like, nothing that really fits the schedule that I kind of need. Hey, what's up, Deus Caden? But I did start doing Uber, sadly, because DoorDash is full. But that's going to be more than enough. So I'm going to kind of work that into the middle of my days a little bit. I'm going to, like, have my morning stuff, and then stream, and then Uber, and then dinner and stream, I think is how it's going to go. Which would still, I think, allow me to go to bed a little bit earlier and start streaming a little bit earlier. So, you might be able to catch me still, like on your break or something. Tiberian. But, I think I've worked out a schedule that'll work. How are you two doing? You know, aside from being sleepy. How are you holding up, Deus? I hope you're having a good day. I'm hopping back into Lilies because I haven't touched it. Why Uber over Lyft? Because I'm doing food delivery. I don't want people in my car. I don't want people in my car. I might look into Lyft if they do food delivery, though. The good thing about those type of services, and what I'm planning on, is like if DoorDash ever opens up like more availability. Oh, I gotta remember how to play. Is that you can kind of do them whenever. So if DoorDash gets more availability anytime soon, then I can just do both at the same time and see if I like one more. Oh, God. But yeah, I found like a little something. Whoops, that's not my dash button. I remember the kind of strat I was using to cheese this boss. It's very slow and works mostly in phase 1. As long as I can pull it off. I am jumping immediately back into a boss fight, so it's not great. And yeah, I found what I think will be enough extra income until I get something real lined up. And it doesn't really matter how quick I do that, because I'll be able to get some actual income. A bunch of those delivery services popped up over the last couple of years. Yeah, they did. You think there's a local startup where you are? I mean, if they can provide anything better than what the big ones provide, even if just locally, then that's kind of nice. I've only done it... I've done it twice. And it's like, okay, right? But I made like almost 40 bucks in 2 hours. Which is, you know, there's no benefits, but the pay's not awful. It's pretty okay, honestly. Oh, sure. Now I just got to do this first section without getting hit at all. So I actually have... Oh, no. He's got anti-air. Right. And the, like, down attack. Yeesh, that's so much knockback. But yeah, I mean, I used to do deliveries way back in the day, and so it's kind of like going back to that. It's super easy to use, and I mean, the money's going to be really variable, right? But given the position I'm in, I don't need a ton. Just a little bit. You only make 17 base rate at Amazon, but it's reliable, guaranteed 40 hours. Yeah, I would love to work a lot less than 40 hours and make more than enough time to get by, but that's apparently asking for a lot, right? What I do know... Oh, that's how that works. What I do know is that, like, what I've got going on, what I've got lined up is pretty okay. And yeah, like, it's... If that rate of pay keeps up, it will actually pay more than, like, almost any job I've had. It won't pay more than, like, when I had a lot of fun being a counselor at an arts camp, which was dope. Especially because I was just the camp IT guy and didn't have to actually, like, do any class stuff. Still, like, helped out on a bunch of stage stuff, which was a lot of fun. Ow. 18 with shift differential? Yeah, I think if my earnings keep up about static, I'm making like 16.50 an hour, which is not too bad. Again, nothing fantastic, but livable. At least livable, ow. Livable, like, where I'm at. If I had to keep my own home, I'd need something else, I think. Probably. I mean, at that point, I could look into, like, taking out a loan, but I've kind of gotten by with no debt so far, and would like to continue doing that. Livable immediately dies in game. Yeah, they're different things, right? Oh my god. Hey Deus, I've been doing some Monhun off stream. Mostly been playing like Monster Hunter, Hollow Cure, and Warframe. And don't worry about Iron Skin. Hey, howdy garbage. Welcome back. I've been a while away for a little bit, but it's nice to see you again. But I've been doing some Monster Hunter, and I got Crimson Valstrax down. I started using a lot of dual blades. Really enjoy it. It's going pretty good. Can't afford a home at your pay rate, at least not one that isn't some dump in the ghetto. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I would be looking for. Something pretty small, but like good for one person. Oh, that's misplaced. How are you doing, garbage? Been a minute. I still have not checked out any of those animes, but Komi Can't Communicate is probably up there for me. And the only thing that might get in the way of that is, like, the cyberpunk anime that everybody keeps raving about. What do I think of his MR armor? It looks great, and the skills on it also look pretty good, right? You, like, kind of automatically get... First of all, weakness exploit, right? Oh, you've heard of Komi. Yeah, Garbage here was one of the people who was... I think I mentioned it, but we were in the middle of hunting, like, a Nargacuga or something. Maybe a Magnamalo. They've been recommending me some nicer, comfy animes that I haven't heard of before. Ow. So I want to check out some of those for real. Because I like stuff with big story and really cool animation and action, but I also really like slice of life stuff. Now the fight really starts. Oh, and ends. Yeah, I forget what all is on the MR Valstrax armor. I think I remember, like, weakness exploit or some crit thing. And then, like, 2 that kind of synergize. What is it? It has some skill that, like, buffs you when you're not at full health, and another skill that, like, automatically gives you the anomaly juice. So as soon as you take damage, you're going to, like, start recovering that damage by attacking. And that's, like, super easy to recover a lot of health with hammer and dual blades, which I've been practicing. I hadn't really used dual blades at all until a couple of days ago, and then I got Feral Demon mode, which, like, rules. It takes a little bit longer to get your full Archdemon bar filled up, but you get, like, more damage out of it, and you do damage while dodging. Eee! Weakness exploit. That's still something, though. I like added crit for real. Oh, I couldn't get away fast enough. Far enough. Woo. Oh, that hit me anyway. Yeah. Weakness exploit, the dragon skill, and skills that buff you when you have red health and status elements, which is cool. I mean, I would almost prefer being immune to status elements. I did, like, a Pookie Gormagala fight. Ow. A little while ago, and man, I hate poison. There's no obvious reason why this guy has more health than his minions, other than he's a boss. I mean, he's a boss. Bosses have big healths. His minions look tougher than he does. His minions hit harder than he does. They're totally regular enemies, though. And they have, like, you know, way less moves than he does. He gets, you know, clearly, like, more moves the deeper into the phases of the fight we go. But also he summons infinite minions. So, like, I can sit here and destroy them. And there'll always be, like, 3 or 4 of them. And so the name of the game is, like, knowing, like, your animations, essentially. Oh, so close. Because a lot of attack animations take a while, but you can kind of play around with that. Like, I'm suspending in air and then double jumping after some attacks, right? Like, the game is like a heavy, very, very heavy Hollow Knight or Shovel Knight. Oh, man. Well, this guy just slowly, menacingly walks at me from afar. And for now, is only throwing stuff. Oh, I thought that guy was dead. But they also have, like, Dark Souls-style poise. Like, the little pink bar under his health is, like, his stamina. This game was really tough when you tried it. It goes back and forth, right? It, like, depends on how many enemies the game wants you to fight at the same time in a room. Oh, no! He hit me at the same time that I, like, stamina broke him. Wait, does that move not do damage? That's totally fine, then. Okay, that move does damage. That move doesn't do damage. Oh. You gotta go. I'll see you later, Tiberian. Thanks for dropping by. As always, I appreciate it. Ooh, I can get over the anti-air. Not get hit by it, not get knocked away by it, if I, you know, get over it. Yeah. This knockback isn't hurting me at all. It's only CC, which I can kind of deal with. Ow, that hurts, though. I think that was getting hit by the boss, just like poison skin. Good old ancient acid skin syndrome. And one of his knights. Does he have more executioners the longer the fight goes on? Like maybe each phase adds an executioner? Dude. Oh, I'm out of heals. Well, rip this run. Oh, that was not on purpose, even though it definitely looked like it. Yeah. It seems like there's at least one more once he gets into a new phase. And I don't have a ton of really great skills for dealing with this. Like my main melee attacks, and I might even switch back to the first melee attack just because it's slightly quicker. I was doing this previously with my even more slow and heavy melee. Ow. There's always at least 3 of them warping around. It's hard to tell because they teleport, so they could just be anywhere at any time, you know? Did I just knock his dagger out of the air with my attack? Yo, that's tech I didn't know existed in this fight. It's too low. Try to skate in low with the dash, right? Ow. Too much damage all at once. Yeah, the game is definitely difficult. I like the way it's balanced. You constantly have, like, very little health relative to whatever new area you're in. And you can level really easily, but it doesn't give you more health. You just get, ow. You just get more damage. Which, like, does make it a lot easier, for sure. And so for anyone who, like, really likes the music and aesthetic of the game, or kind of the world and story that it has going on, you can level pretty easily. Not to say, I know they come back. It's like Hollow Knight, but with Soulsborne mechanics and difficulty. Yeah. And, like, I always felt that Hollow Knight was fairly Soulsborne. This one is, like... I don't even know which... Uh-oh. I don't even know which Souls game I would compare Hollow Knight to. It just, like, really felt like a Souls game in aesthetic and story. Right? And so does this one by a lot. Like, it's got a lot of very direct similarities to Hollow Knight's story and setting. Reminds you of Bloodborne? I mean, that makes a lot of sense. But it reminds me of Bloodborne in setting. In playstyle, it's like the total opposite, especially in comparison to a Hollow Knight, right? Because it's way slower and heavier. Like, I was about to compare it to just straight-up Demon Souls, because in comparison to something like a Bloodborne or Sekiro, or especially Dark Souls 3, but, well, Dark Souls 3, but especially Bloodborne, it's so much heavier and slower. Okay, you know what? Actually attacking those guys does help. If only I had more heals. What? Oh, I was looking at the left side of the screen. Oh, no. He has, like, a screw attack. Yeesh. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a bunch. Yeah, one seriously spawned on top of me. Ow. It also doesn't help that sometimes he's just, like, straight up standing behind them, and I don't see him at all. It's a very, very poor opening. That's the first time I think I've seen him throw it from off-screen. Okay. Poor opening, but so far going pretty alright. Hey. Aw. If I kept going to the right. Yeah, those executioners do a ton of damage. That's fine. I had a poor opening. And, like, the thing I do like about this game is a lot of... Or, like, the combat of this game is, like, in a lot of Metroidvanias, they do a good job of, like, rewarding skilled play. And this one, like, demands it. If you just go in swinging, you die. It doesn't matter. Like, because you don't gain health when you level, it kind of doesn't matter how much you grind. You have to learn the fights. And that's what I really liked about Dark Souls and all the rest of those games too. Because you really need to learn the encounters. You're not low health. Whoa, and I didn't have another jump. You think that's why you didn't like it? I mean, that's totally fair. Like the Souls games, it's punishing. Is there any better skill I could have for, like, a ranged tap? I kind of don't think so. Because this archer skill shoots up. This is not like... It's a parry. But if I'm in any other animation, the parries are so rough. I could try using normal swing. This one takes a bit to fire off, and like I can't actually aim it. I don't have the ability to enhance anything I'm actually using. Like, this might be good. Bird gets a ton of uses, sure. I don't know. I like having this twirl attack. I forget what they're called, like the flower mage. She does a ton of damage up front. Woo. Taking, like, a knife every now and then, it's really not that big a deal. It's taking a hit from these guys. And, you know, all of his later attacks. Ah, he's getting stamina back, I think. See, like, that's good bonus damage. Ow. Fell right into that. But yeah, I like the skill requirement. Ow. But I also really like, and I've played like a ton of Metroidvanias. We'll save it. Well, maybe I won't save that heal. Oh, 2 daggers. Ah. Tried. Almost escaped. Oh, already. It's the little things, like their ability to take that step back and get just out of range before having a huge melee range. They seem to, like, frequently teleport back close to where he is, too. Instead of behind me, like they did when you normally find them. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, he's a lot more dangerous now if I'm focusing on the other executioners. Dang. Yeah, my first heal was pretty good, and the rest, like, one was literally an accident. Okay, taking 2 knives. Much bigger deal than taking 1 knife. It's a fresh one. I think I even have an accessory on that makes me take less damage. Though slight. Probably the only reason I'm alive right now. Hey, thanks for teleporting away. Oh, yeah. His screw attack hits me once. Slightly disjointed slash graphic, too. It was coming off his feet, not his knife. Still, My secondary attack, like the melee bonus damage attack, pretty good damage. You can do double knives, like, immediately out the gate, if I'm just sitting there taking them. Too far. Ah! Thought I could get away. Yeah, I did well last time. I'm trying to play around with how I can, like, how much damage I can get off against the other executioners and still get away and not take damage. But it's really, really important to keep in mind, like, what movement options I have left, right? Do I have my dash and my double jump, or just my double jump, or just my dash? Do I accidentally hit another melee button on the ground there and lock myself into an attacking animation where I can't get away? Oh, was I not high enough to dodge the knife that time? Guess not, huh? I can melee away the knives if it's timed well enough, which is a little rough. Maybe I should go back to my very first default melee attack, which had much faster animation. Ow! Jesus. Hey, what's up, J-Hank? Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm doing pretty good. I'm kind of adjusting to a new schedule. I had, like, some real-life stuff to deal with, and then I got, like, not a real job, but a little bit of income. And so I'm working on balancing around some of that stuff. But I think it's going to go well, and probably lead to still frequently doing at least 1 or 2 streams a day, which is what I want to do. And, like, the times where I only stream once a day gives me time to work on other stuff that I've wanted to work on for a bit. Keep on keeping on? Exactly. How have you been, J-Hank? It has been at least, like, 5 or 6 days since I've seen you last, I think. Come here, Honir. Doing okay this run. Watch me immediately die to executioners. Oh no. This is kind of a tight fight. Otherwise, I'd be talking a little bit more. Triple knife. Quadruple knife. Okay, he's done. Now the flip, right? And the executioner teleporting on top of me, of course. More knives from off screen. Oh, fuck. That's a rough combination. But with the damage I'm putting out with this combo, I probably only need to get him once or twice. If I can break his stamina once, I might, like, do enough damage in that process and then be able to just immediately dump enough damage onto him to finish the fight. So, damn it, yeah, but pretty close, right? Better than last time. I just screwed up with the executioner right there. And I knew the... Here's an idea. No, okay, I can't have 2 of the same. I kind of knew it was coming, right? I don't know, I think what I have is still best. Let me try... Here's a question. Can I do the same setup on 2 sides? I can. Okay, so what we're going to do then is try out our faster setup. I don't know if it has as much swing down, though. So we'll see. It'll either be better or worse. I think it does less damage. It does like half the damage. Does still hit a lot more quickly, though. Could have dodged that. I had a jump left. I wonder if it's easier to parry the knives with the sword, though. And, like, I'm carrying experience through these fights, which is wacky, but eventually damage will go up. I feel like it's way faster to level if I just went elsewhere. Ow. No incoming knife. Good time to heal. Didn't quite have the range. I should really use, like, fighting game knowledge here and just stop mashing. Only hit once when I know he's gonna get away. Did he hit me by jumping into me in the air? I don't think that was happening before. I'll take that. That's an okay trade. That's not. That is. Aww. 2 down. It's really easy to not get hit by his, like, downward shotgun of knives. All you have to do is not chase. Right? Okay. Let's let him flip. Maybe that's actually a good tactic. Now we can let him come to us. Oh, God! My escape killed me. Still don't think that's a bad idea, though. And I'm about to do slightly more damage. I have no idea what level I started this stream at. It's going pretty slowly compared to, like, just being out in the rest of this game world. So I bet you 54, maybe 53. Getting to the progression stage faster? Yeah. Whenever I actually land... Like, I do pretty good damage whenever I actually land some good damage, other than my primary. Ow. That was kind of a waste, but whatever. Wanted all of them together. Ha! Got knocked down after his teleport. That's funny. You're low enough. Those knives have a range. He might not like running away like as much as possible, right? Seem to stop after 2 backflips. You're new. Ow. Ow. There's that chase. All right, but first heal. First heal on phase 2. Not bad. There's the chase that I shouldn't do. Get him if you can dodge that knockback. I can also get myself killed if I just stand there swinging. Oh my god, there was like a frame skip on level up. I don't know if that translated to video, but game stuttered for a second. Yeah, I've got more than enough of those left. Not if I let the executioners keep handling me. Come at me. God damn, he spawned on top of me again. It spawned on top of me again. Okay, one just spawns in that corner during last phase. Probably the other one too. Man, I'm gonna watch a speedrun of this game as soon as I beat it. I want to see some of these. Enjoy my skill game? I mean, I am enjoying it. Boss is 99% salt. I mean, if that were true, all I'd need to beat him is water. But no, that's a bad joke. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, he's very much designed to run away and plink you for most of the fight until you're low. And then when you're low, he goes in. Oh, I thought you'd be dead. See, like that right there was basically just as much damage as I've done throughout the entire fight. So if we can get to that last phase and knock him down once, I think that's basically all I need to clear him out. Hey, Racky. No, you're fine. I haven't actually been live for the past couple of days, so I forgot about my natural parry. It's gonna be tough to work in now. But don't worry about it. I've been busy and arranging some things. So I'm gonna have a slightly different schedule, but you will still see me live. I wonder if I can parry that. How have you been, Racky? I haven't come to any of your streams either. I want to see more of that Dark Souls. Oh god, I attacked when I shouldn't. Busy and still busy. Oh, I know the feeling. Ow. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, here comes the offense. I can make it under that pretty easily. As long as I don't run into new guys. That eats away at his stamina. Okay, heal time. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, it's not fine. I think I stunned him, but yeah, I did. Oh, I was paying attention to the knife being thrown. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Did a lot better that time. Survived for a lot longer during the final phase, and that was kind of the goal anyway. We'll just come here for a second. Your work still didn't clear. Yeah, this stream is not going to last. Well, actually, it'll probably last for like another hour or so. But I'll be streaming later on tonight. So if you're more free later, barely dodged that, then I'll be streaming, I think, for longer later. Oh, I didn't have a jump left. Clear the board a little. Oh no! So much worse. Oof. Need those. I think I maybe am not knocking the daggers out of the air so much as they're just running out of range sometimes. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a good lesson to learn. That's an important lesson to learn. And yeah, Reiki, I'll keep up spirit. You too, yo. I'll try and drop by or at least watch some more of your Dark Souls stuff going on. Or whatever else you've got going on recently. Whew. Super close. Okay. Also super important to, like, keep aware of his stamina bar. I don't even know what it's called. I've got to clear out some of these executioners. There are too many on the field again. Oh! Was there 4 there? There are 4 there. I didn't see one charging up because they just stacked. Maybe it's time to try parrying. wonder if I can parry the knife. Wind up. Huh. Was it like a bad parry? That was a really bad parry. Okay. Okay. I really prefer parry and dash to be different buttons. There's no counterattack to it. There are, like, spirits that can do that. But then I'd need to change up my loadout. I don't want to do that. This is working. Mostly, I say, as I get axed in the back of the head. Eat that mix up. Yee. Not bad. Less than half stamina. Ow, I did that to myself. Aw. I was hoping to dump more damage. You know what? That works, though. That's a good way to start phase 2. Whoops, wrong button. Where'd you all go? You all back up? Fair. And I didn't get a hit on him with my lunge. Hey, he saved my ass. Okay, nice. That was pretty good. Ooh, I didn't have the jump or the dash. It's fine. Right, the chase. Chase gets me hit. Okay. Immediately summon more dudes, right? Yeah. I was like, I can take one hit from the knives, not from the executioners. Very, very close. Very, very close. Man, this makes me just want to speedrun Metroid again, a game I'm actually good at. Oh. For some reason, I thought I had like one more hit left in my melee. Not quite as good of an opening as last time, but salvageable. That's like half of his stamina down already. Oh, yeah, that was a bad move. I knew that was a bad move. What I should do, I think, is probably set up my secondary skill bar to be just the same, except replace that lunge with something else ranged. Maybe the crow friend, because it's super automated. And that could get a lot of damage in as soon as I run out of this lunge. Wow, they don't even like fade in like their teleports. They just like pop frame one, they're there. But also, this person, the boss being more aggressive, like, they get hit a lot more frequently. Ow. I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal. Three heals left, though. Woo! Hello. I need to heal again. Oh, no. That aggressive... his screw attack. Like, throwing the screw attack into the mix and then making him finally chase after you. Woof. It opens him up to a lot of damage, but also, with all of his executioners still there, and I swear, like, at least 4, but probably 5 or 6 spawn when that phase starts. Not dead. Ah. That was my fault. Whoop. That was about to be my end. What? Not a new phase? Why did like 4 more just spawn? Maybe I should leave one on the field. Right? Uh-oh. Maybe I can leave one and not have a whole new group immediately spawn. Yeah. I feel like this guy spawned immediately. Maybe they all spawn like super quickly like that, which is just an odd visual way of doing it. Woo! You played the Castlevania games? I have played, definitely not all of them, but like a lot of them. A lot of old ones and a lot of the DS ones. And then the 2, like 2 of the 3D ones, but not the super early 3D ones. The like PS3 3D ones, maybe PS4. And I like them a lot. I like most of them a lot. The DS games were great. Damn. This music is so unnerving. Dude, most of the music in this game is really, really good. I haven't found a track that I don't like. No Symphony of the Night? Oh, yeah, I've played Symphony of the Night, too. It's been a while. I mean, that's one of the, like... Man, PlayStation 1 and 2 have such good catalogs of games, but, like, that one's up there with probably one of the best. Yeah, Symphony of the Night's amazing. I think, ultimately... Oh, man, that was my fault. I think, ultimately, there's a couple of the DS games, and I forget their names because they're all, you know, DS named. I probably like more, which I know is blasphemous to a lot of people. And Symphony of the Night is utterly fantastic. Ooh. Okay. It's gonna take breaking his stamina more than once. And I don't have any heals left. Woo! Uh-oh. Yeah, I jumped into it. I could have dashed under, but I was looking at the Executioner right in front of me. Yeah, I really like a lot of the Castlevania games. What is it? Is it Castlevania 2? It's like Simon's Quest that's really, really wacky for the time. Like, it's super non-linear in comparison to the first one and, like, a bunch that followed. Yes. Wild spinning in the air? Yes. Yeah, he comes in with that Samus screw attack and is not playing around. The other way. That's Simon's Quest? Yeah. But I mean, also notable for having, like, some kind of newly developed secrets for the time. It was really, really influential, I think, on Metroidvania games. So I know that one's kind of divisive. I liked it a lot, but I totally understand why some people didn't. I remember liking Super Castlevania, but couldn't tell you what about it that I super liked. I think I really liked the first DS game. Was it Dawn of Sorrow? Aria of Sorrow? No one should play the OG version of Simon's Quest. I mean, that's fair at this point. I like it. If you like a challenge... If you like a challenge that is multiple challenges, and one of those challenges is like, where the hell do I even go? Then it's pretty okay. If you don't like that, stay the hell away from that game. Like, just play Super Metroid instead. Because at least that game kind of, sort of tells you very indirectly how to get to new places. Oh god, the jump. I want to thin these numbers. But he's coming! god, I tried to heal. It didn't take. That hit. Of course it hit. Uh-oh. God, okay. Noted. You can just stay on top of me. Oh, I wasn't looking at my life. I was like, one more hit, and he's gonna be stunned. And there he is stunned, and I could maybe kill him. But I wasn't looking at my life. Yeah, I like the first couple of... Well, I would like Castlevania 1 and 3. I don't know, I like Simon's Quest, but yeah, it's hard to recommend to anyone. So I would definitely recommend like the first one and the third one and Super Castlevania a lot more readily. And then where'd you go? And then Symphony of the Night, clearly, like, I'd recommend that a lot more than even those first 3. There's a revised version that fixes all the cryptic stuff? I kind of like the cryptic stuff. I think I've heard about that, though, and, like, again, that's super fair. But yeah, if there's if someone wants to play it, I probably would recommend that version, because like unless you have other experience with like NES games from that age, and like probably NES games from just after that kind of do stuff better, that game is really, or like help from chat. If you're doing it with a chat that knows what's going on and is good about not backseating until you directly ask for it, then that game is like really rough. Aww. Missed opportunity. Chat that understands and respects boundaries. Sounds like a unicorn. Everybody here's been pretty good so far. And, like, you and Tiberian are both, like, people who do not care about spoiling stuff for themselves. Woo! Okay. Close to breaking stamina again. Not many nowadays can grab those games, those NES games, and beat it. I mean, they're... When people talk about... Oh my god, that did so much damage. I think I got hit by all 3 knives at once. Preemptive heal. That didn't take. Whenever people talk about NES games being super hard, they're right. But half of the time, it's because, like, player control in a NES game is next to non-existent when compared to modern games, right? So, like, the amount of limited actions in an NES game is nutty. God, okay, how many up there are you? That did a lot. I'm out of heals, though. Yeah. Okay, well, I need a separate skill on my second bar. So we go like... That's all melee range, but I got so close. I got so close. There's people out there saying Contra is hard. The OG Contras are pretty hard. Contra for Super Nintendo is pretty hard. I don't know if I'd put it at like Ghouls and Goblins or Mega Man 1 or like OG Castlevania games. But yeah, OG NES games are, a lot of them are really brutal. I mean, you've got fun stuff like Star Tropics, which is not too hard, even though it controls like ass. And Mario Bros. 1 and 3. Even Battletoads is like, it's difficult. But, well, I guess Battletoads is pretty notoriously difficult. I was about to say it's maybe not as hard as some of the other really brutal NES games. It's been a long time since I've played Contra 1, though. I've probably played Battletoads a little bit more recently. And I don't know. Maybe I just feel like beat-em-ups are a little bit more forgiving than some old platformers. Hell, the Little Nemo and Dreamland game, like, gets pretty rough more than halfway through. Or at least towards the end. And that's, like, explicitly a game for children. Ooh. You played that game? Yeah, that game is like a very, very comfy, cute ghouls and ghosts. Ghosts and goblins. I always forget which one is which. Super Ghouls and Ghosts? Super Nintendo one, but then when there was one or two before it. Plus NES games were unfair, like OG Ninja Gaiden. I loved those games, and yeah. Another thing, like, outside of player control being extremely limited in comparison to the modern games, right, is way back when, like with Ninja Gaiden, devs didn't know how to balance games. And so, like, the OG Kuso games are literally broken and unbeatable in some places. Or it can become that. Like, bosses will have attack patterns that don't actually let you get any damage in, and they just kill you. And that's the boss. Ninja Gaiden, like, I've beat that game, but woof. It took a long time. And like, even though you could go out there and watch speedruns of OG Ninja Gaiden 2, and be like, damn, they make this look easy, which all speedruns do. Yeah, I see no problem in calling those games unfair. They have, like, the problem where enemies spawn at, like, a set point, and then if you barely move that point off screen and then move it back on screen, they respawn. So, like, you could just be facing infinite enemies when you're trying to juggle not getting hit by whatever and making some progress. Were there 3 on the NES? I forgot. Super Mario Bros. 3 has a launch bug that kills you in the last room if you don't exit in time. I had no idea about that. Transformers Mystery of Convoy. Mystery of Convoy. I don't know if I've ever played that game. Was that a NES Transformers game? I played like the Platinum Transformers game, but that's way later. Yeah, all of the OG Ninja Gaiden games were like basically busted by today's standards. I mean, that's what made people praise Dark Souls, right? Like, it kind of brought back that level of difficulty, but without being super busted, because a lot of its rules were pretty clear. What am I doing? That's for later. Oh, I put my heavy melee in. Fucking whoops. There goes your stamina, though. Heavy melee, boys! Oh, no. Okay. That's not gonna work. Come back at me. Oh, I hit my dash button just a couple frames too late. Really close, though. I need to do... Damn, heavy melee breaks his stamina, though. Do I keep using it or not? Little Nemo Art says, cute. The difficulty says, have you heard of Soulsborne? It's up there. It's unfair in the same way that, like, the Ninja Gaiden games are unfair, though. Like, there's a lot of just being bounced around and really, really hard platforming. And the game has a very, very, very specific way it wants you to, like, tackle some of the levels. It's super hard. I've never heard... Oh, it was a Japanese exclusive, the NES Transformers game. I might have to look into that. I've never heard of that or seen that. Is it super busted? Or just, like, really, really hard? If you beat Super Mario Bros. 3, you need to walk out of the final boss's room within, like, 30 seconds, or the game freezes and you need to beat it all again to get the ending? Damn. I didn't know about that. That's, like... That's a pretty high-tier bug, honestly. Granted, most people aren't going to sit around for 30 seconds. But, yeah, some people are. You could totally be sitting there celebrating for half a minute. Damn. Kids these days have it easy. I mean, for a while, I would have 100% agreed with that. And I still mostly do, because, like, there's an AVGN episode on that game? Oh, okay. Now I understand. I know you're just joking, but at the same time, because, like, that's definitely an old man phrase, but at the same time, there was a point where, like, we had a lot of, like, cover shooters or run and gun, you know, big action man on box art type of games. And a lot of those were super easy in comparison to, like, even a Metal Gear Solid 1. Like, if you had to stealth around, or definitely old school NES games. And people have gone back and found out over the years what that first... Oh, that was not a good trade. If there's an AVGN episode on that Transformers game, I'll look that up, because I want to see how busted it is. Again, a lot of lesser known old NES games really were just busted. I'll take it, honestly. Right. He's got his 2 new moves now. Because these days have it easy, sees the release date of Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, things change and stay the same. That was a very different version of Busted. Well, they're not very different, right? Because we're sitting here talking about, like, yeah, a lot of NES games did have just, like, they did not get enough testing. And that's a big part of what's super wrong with them. Like, a lot of the games we remember as being super good were ones that got more testing, and they just feel good to play. Range. Wow, I did that to myself. Man, if I had 2 more heals. Oh god, I keep jumping into it. At least they can patch them now. Yeah, I mean, that's what makes Cyberpunk playable. God, I keep jumping into it. I need to dash through that. Must dodge. I can also air parry. But I don't get anything off of, like... Right? I do get suspended there for a little bit, which is kind of nice. I'm also trying to throw my heavy attack in on here. Damn, I almost feel like I'm not supposed to be here yet, but I don't think I can actually go anywhere else. Not that I've tried this stream. It's been like a week since I played this game. Still, it looks great and it sounds beautiful, so I wanted to get back into it. Like, I really want to get this soundtrack. Oh, I thought I had a jump left. Really fast in that last phase. Yeah, it's... I mean, it's by no means impossible, but it's pretty rough. Especially when I'm, like, using this tactic of just jumping over everything for, like, most of the fight. And then the last phase, even if it's, like, a third or a quarter of his health, it goes a lot faster than the previous phases. So my muscle memory is just set to, like, just jump. But that doesn't work, because he, like, ups his anti-air game every single phase. And with that screw attack, it gets really, really deadly to try to jump to escape things. Thinking what other games for the NES were really busted? There were a lot of, like, platformer, action-adventure type of games, like Ninja Gaiden or Little Nemo, that were even more busted. I think there was, like, a King Arthur game with a dragon fight or two that was nigh unwinnable except for getting good RNG. Oh, that was the wrong move. Yeah, plus it's a style break, exactly. Oh my god, this is not Mario. I'm playing like it's Mario. I do not need to bop these dudes on the head. sitting here thinking he's so close to broken stamina. There it goes. Still, I need to heal. Because it's not going to get me to full. I think that's full. Maybe. Bruh. Okay, well... I should have run away. Man, if I only had 2 heals left. I need to do this anyway. Okay, that's full. I probably could have saved that for like another knife strike. Next phase. People pop out of nowhere. Okay. I'm gonna burn skills just taking these guys down to make this a little bit easier. He's super low on stamina. I was expecting a dash jump. Damn. Half health. God. There's me reflexively hitting jump again. I almost dashed through it. You get dash immunity. I almost dashed through it. Should I keep my heavy attack? It breaks him so fast, but it's so slow. And I'm not getting much out of Sigrid here, even though she's cool. I think I'm going to try our bird friend. Well, I don't use heavy at all until the end, because I'm like, if I can just hit him a couple of times, then... I can break his stamina, and it's a lot easier to hit him when he's being aggro as opposed to when he's running away. And it does so much damage. Like, look at that. It's pretty good. It's just hard to actually land a hit in these phases. Really get that attack in early and still whiff. This is what I was doing last time I played the game, and it breaks him super quick, see? But he regens it a little bit. Sometimes the range is off. But you can just knock them around. Yeah, I think the regular mace. This hammer sister, we'll call her. I think Silva? I don't know. A lot of the main spirits have names, which is pretty cool. Bird Friend is just like the Western merchant. I guess a merchant that got turned into a bird at some point? I don't know. Found it in a merchant's house. Nice, that worked. So, like, tactical heavy is pretty good. But I'm also not used to hot swapping back and forth really quickly. And that could have been better. Ow! Maybe the... Okay, either the game is going easy on me, or the executioners spawn at specific points, like phase changes, and... Shit, I don't have anything left. I think maybe the executioners don't come back. There's just, like, a bunch of them hanging off screen, kind of, because they like to. Assholes. That does not break armor too hard. The bird. That does, though. Oh, it missed. That's gonna hit. Damn. Close. I like Bird Friend. That was working out well, I think. Do I know about the... Wait, I missed a J-Hank comment. Do I know about the Mortal Kombat for NES? No. First Mortal Kombat I played was, like, Sega games. There was a Mortal Kombat on NES? That's not a thing I've ever heard of. I'd believe that could be real janky, though. I think it was on SNES, but I think the better version at the time was on Sega? I know the SNES was generally better, but it kind of depended on who made what for what. So, like, I'm pretty sure it was on SNES, but the first time I played it was on Sega. Or my memory's lying to me. That happens. Get out. Whoops, that's not my switch button. Oh, I didn't even try to use a heal. We get a little memory gets going. Yeah, I mean mine's always been real spotty. I don't know if it's aging quite yet. Wouldn't be surprised. For example, I'm really bad with nouns. Just all of them. What's the name of that thing? The one that, you know, the thing. I can tell you what you do with it, but the name of it. And that's kind of always been a thing for me. I don't know why. Which used to be good. You remember not using bookmarks in middle school for like 1,000-page books? Yeah, that sounds right to me. You just kind of remember like on what page or chapter you left off on, and then you could get that exact page right. This herd of executioners. It's like we're in phase 2 already. Where are you? You were crazy, but I mean, you're also like an author. The written word is one of your tools, right? Short stories and poetry and all. What? Right as I finish thinning out the last wave of these guys. Okay. Where's the other ones? Weird. I don't know what the spawn pattern for the other executioners is. They just, like, appear sometimes. And sometimes right on top of me. I just have to learn where they can spawn and never set foot there. Which sucks. Because that guy... Okay, well, more damage. Oh, no, I missed it! Sort of. Damn, I mean... Hitting him with Flower Mage alone takes off a ton of stamina. Wait. Must heal. He knows it. Oh no! That was pretty close too. I didn't realize. Did I not get my last heal off? Maybe I just took a ton of damage in between there and didn't notice. Like, 3 hits from the boss is at least as much damage as the executioners around me. We're really getting... Wait, what? What was that damage? I took damage for being above him when that doesn't hurt me on this phase. Just hurt me on his wake up? Okay. Alright, another reason I constantly jump during this phase is to avoid his knives whenever I'm fighting these guys. Does jump 3 times. I'm being aggressive though. Oh. Whoops, I mean. landed on it. Landed on it like someone jump slashing Bridget's slash and heavy slash. Fuck you. You just spawned. You didn't appear. That's the only thing I don't like about this fight, I think. The only thing I don't like about this fight is that sometimes the executioners can just appear right on top of you, and there's nothing preventing that. It's rare. And if you, like, learn precisely where they can spawn, you can avoid it. But it feels like a thing that's not really a mechanic to the fight, so much as just the game deciding, like, well, they have to be there somehow. Ah! Back to thinning the crowd. Right. Mortal Kombat was on SNES. He played was like a hack. Oh, did someone like demake Mortal Kombat for like a NES version? The heavy attack help with the crowd better? A little bit. The problem is, I mean, like, I think probably so, but also at this point, well, let's try it more. I have more experience doing the, like, jump and dash with light attack, or light hammer. Speaking of demakes, like ROM hacks and stuff like that, there's a really, really fantastic Bloodborne demake. Someone made like Bloodborne but PlayStation 1 style, and it's really great. And just as janky as you would imagine, but like on purpose. NES has some wild hacks. You even have a Mario where you play as Pikachu. Yeah, I haven't messed around with too many. I think the most ROM hacky stuff I've ever played has been like Super Metroid hacks and maybe oh, time to move. No heals, time to move. See, like, the only thing that's making me salty in this fight is these guys appearing on top of me. If they had, like, a fade-in that I could read, or... Bird friend, where are you? Or if they had, like, a period where they couldn't damage me as soon as they appeared, then it'd be a lot easier to do that fight. Maybe let's just try, like... Oh, damn, it's already 6:30? I would love to beat this boss on stream, but I think I might not. Okay, that's where that damage come from. Yeah, ROM hacks have been around for a while, and I really like them. They're super cool. I haven't played too many. How many of these people are there? At least 5 per stage. can just hit them twice and have them completely flattened. That's pretty nice. Might be slightly more damaged. Any more of you spawn over here? No, okay, it's safe. They usually warp back behind the boss so he can keep throwing while they're in front of him. This is going to jump back and away from me. And they group up that way. There's also no indicator for, like, where these things will spawn, right? Like, this one just spawns, like, in the middle here. You asshole. Okay. This is okay. I feel like the heavy... You're right, Deus. I feel like the heavy does a better job of keeping them from actually meleeing me whenever I, like, screw up a jump. I say... right before getting meleeed in the face in the air. I was a little far away. God damn. That's ow. I really wish I hadn't used 2 heals on this stage. My timing, yeah, exactly. I was about to say, my timing is perfect in all the wrong ways. As soon as, I mean, I was searching for the word still, but you're totally right. As soon as I say, like, I think I can do this thing and be successful, the game's like, actually, doing that might get you screwed up. Maybe I was just getting lucky a couple of times. Like, I can get in their face and mash it, but it doesn't work when there's, like, a bunch of other stuff going on and trying to juggle. Wrong button. Oh, and he's stuck there. Okay. Okay, that doesn't work. Where are the rest of them? Okay. I think they respawn on a timer, honestly, at this point. Oh my god. It's fine. Maybe I just let the bird take care of the rest of this fight. Focus on dodging, like I didn't just do there. Oh, that missed. Oh, it's way too high up. Game getting revenge for what I was talking earlier. I think it's timer plus triggers. It might be. I really can't tell. It's got to be both. Like, they've each got designated spawn locations, and as soon as I kill one, they come back from that spot. or nearby. Because, like, there's one that spawns on the boss location on a timer, right? But, and maybe, like, after you kill one of the initial spawns, but doesn't spawn there initially. Wow, really wants to get away. All right, fair. I don't even have to jump unless I, like, see him start throwing. And if there's no dudes around, I can just dash through his daggers instead of... What? All right, fine. Well, I can dash through his daggers if there's space, right? There could be an executioner right in front of him. Right behind the dagger. Well, actually... almost worth it. Oh, I really shouldn't be trying to trade, like, at all. That kind of works, though. Like, even if he knocks me away, that hit still comes out and gets him. That's not too bad. Maybe I should start using hammer more here on this second. Woo! Second phase. I couldn't dash. Ooh, maybe I can parry quickly enough afterwards. It's not really a parry so much as just like a guard. Okay, 2 heals left. Not bad, honestly. Bird friend, in dire need. Ow. I don't know how capable I really am of running away from him. Oh my god. I was just soaking damage. Okay. I think that's all the executioners down. Never mind, they respawn. Oh, I broke him. And got knocked away at the same time. There we go. Fucking A. I'm relieved. The white Priestess is safe. Yeah, and bitch slapping you around after you slapped me around for a really, really, really long time. Whew! Damn. That's definitely the hardest fight I've fought so far in this game. Took the priestess once of no consequence to me in my arms, and we made our escape. Chased by blighted fiends, we wound up somewhere most morbidly ironic. Fate delivered us to the execution grounds, a place I know all too well. Something happened that day that I'll never forget as long as I live. The White Priestess of the Font, deep down in the verboten domain. She who carries the burden of blight, who saved everyone I care about. She called out for me to help, saying, I who bear the burden of blight and suffer for your people. I have one humble request. Though our roles differ, we each are tasked with serving our kingdom. We are devoted to its protection. To that end, I must ask that you let no one violate these grounds. Odd command. But I don't really know what's going on with the rest of the game. Launch a blitz of dark blades to shred enemies to pieces from a distance. The short range is made up for with speed. Do you give me the dagger throw? Ooh, a grappling hook. When your hook point, LT. Oh. Oh, wow, that's a lot of range. Well. Yeah, only the cool bosses get those, like, cutscenes. And so far, most of them have given me either a movement upgrade or, like, a really, really nice spirit. Although I'm not using the witch right now. So the White Priestess of the Fawn is even deeper underground. The verboten domain. I thought this was the verboten domain. Maybe he was guarding the verboten domain. Oh, practice. Damn. That's an easy Metroid grappling hook. Verboten? I don't think the game is German. That's the only German word I've seen in the game so far. Either way, I'm going to call this stream here. This stream was just that boss fight. That's it. Let's see what the knives do first. I really like hammer. I mean, that's not bad. Oh, but it's limited. It has a uses on it, right? These three do not. I guess the witch spell also has uses. Oh, and it comes upgraded at rank 4? Damn. 3 or 4. Damn, okay. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. And then immediately, like, I can immediately think of 2 or maybe 3 places I can go now that we've got that skill. Damn, I wanted this stream to be a little bit more than just that boss fight, but you know, that's a rough boss fight. That was not easy. Oh, damn. Drop my controller. What? There we go. Seems like a good reward. Yeah, I think it was necessary. I was thinking, like... There's all these places in the upper right here. I'm the little, you know, shiny thing. And I don't think I could reach some of them. Or there were, like, some barriers I couldn't break through. And right behind me, there might be a spot or two that I can go. But then near these gold rooms in the lower right, kind of center right now, I think I couldn't get through any of those. And these were also some shit I couldn't break. But some of the stuff back here, up top, and over here, and back here, I think I can go up that way. And so now I have the ability to go a couple of places. And we can just go right, too. So, now the game just opened up because grapple hook. But yeah, I will wait until you look up whatever you want to look up. You're checking to see if Germans made the game? I think it's a studio I don't really know anything about, so maybe. It's searched for hardest boss in Ender Lilies. Don't tell me the name. It's probably not that one, right? I mean, if it is, that's crazy. Because that's a very, like, meticulous boss. Last boss was on the list, but he was 10th. Damn, there's 9 bosses in this game that people consider harder than the last boss. That's a little weird. Though some games don't have literally listed the tutorial boss as number 9. Which one was the tutorial boss? Was that Sigrid? Because I chunked that person. They're cool. I was sus list. Yeah. The nun, yeah. Yeah, Sigrid's really cool. I thought the witch, and definitely Silva, was harder than Silva. Or harder than Sigrid. But I mean, if she's number 9, they're saying probably those other bosses are harder. But how would you... I mean, you have very few skills when you come up against Sigrid. They listed this guy as number 1? Wow. Maybe it's the most aggravating boss. I can see people getting, like, absolutely salty and stun-locked and walled off by this boss. Because it is meticulous. The executioners popping into the map, both kind of like on timers that you are going to have a really hard time to predict because they teleport around, so you can't... It's super hard to keep track of, like, which one is which and when any of them are going to spawn in. And then you always get a new set during a new phase. Yeah, I'll list our opinions, for sure. So, like, having to manage all of the executioners and not get hit by one of them spawning on top of you and having enough heals left over to deal with his final phase where he actually goes aggro are... It's something. That's for sure. It's a lot. Like, what's a good Dark Souls boss to compare this to, right? It's almost like Phalanx. If Phalanx had, like, a big aggro phase at the end, even though it can't actually attack, and it never stopped spawning smaller Phalanxes. Or like the Witches of Himwick, if they also had a big aggro phase at the end, instead of constantly being sneaky about where they were. Except you're not fast like you are in Bloodborne. Bloodborne for those witches. Damn, I want to play Bloodborne again. It's been a while. Anyway, that's going to be the stream. I'm going to go start teleporting about town, doing some food deliveries, getting some tips, and then I'll be back tonight for, I think, Metal Hellsinger. Because that game's also really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot like BPM, except not random. I think. I don't know. I've only beat half of it. I'll have to beat the rest of it and then see what comes after actually beating the game. But it sounds great. And it looks great. And it's like a lot less random and roguelike. It's not roguelike at all so far. But it sounds great. It's got some cool stuff going on for it. But yeah. Thanks for dropping by and hanging out, Davis. Thanks to J. Hank for hanging out for a little bit. Tiberian before they went to work. Garbage showed up for a little bit. I'm glad to see Garbage and Racky still around. It means a lot. Thanks for dropping by, y'all. Atsumaho. See you later tonight. Bye-bye. I forgot that Ender Lilies was captured in a weird way, and my teleport macro wasn't working. Nah.